These are the best brow products that you need in your life. You guys might have seen my other video here on how to get straight brows, and that goes into the technique of it all. But for actual products that I am obsessed with this year, that I use every single day, these are my top picks. I have pens, I have pencils, I have gels, I have tools. Let's get into it. Let's start with pencils. I have two picks, and each of these pencils have different uses for me. For the Maybelline one, what I really like about this is that it's waxy, it's stiff, it doesn't smudge, it's not overly pigmented. And so for that reason, I can actually go ahead and fill in the brow very light and very airy. If you're looking for a light, airy brow that you know you're not gonna overdo, it's not gonna be too intense, then definitely check this out. It has a very fine tip. It's gonna help fill in your brow, but it's not gonna help give you that structure and like definedness. What's gonna help you give that structure and definedness is my second pick. This is the 𝒸𝒾𝒁𝓁 Major Brow Defining Pencil. I'm in the color dark brown. If you guys have like cool toned deep brown hair, dark brown is going to be your shade for a more intense bold brow in the 𝒸𝒾𝒁𝓁 pencil, and the 259 ash brown is going to be your color in the express brow pencil. So the reason I like this 𝒸𝒾𝒁𝓁 pencil is because it is the opposite of the other pencil I just talked about. It is opposite on every front. It is pigmented, it blends, it helps you really define the brows in a bold way. What I'll do on a daily basis is I'll use this for the meat of the brow, and then I'll go in and I'll define the tail end with this because I know I need a little bit more definition and precision for my tail end. I am obsessed with this. I think I've been using this for the past 3 years. I consistently buy it, even though it is a bit of a higher price point. It is worth it for me because it's reliable and just gets the job done. Now, the one thing that I don't love about pencils is, yes, they help you kind of like fill everything in, make everything look a little bit less sparse, but what they don't do is they don't last, especially if you have dry skin and you're using moisturizers, you're using your serums, sunscreens, very juicy, dewy foundations. These are gonna rub right off. And when I found this to be true, I started moving into brow pens. Okay, I have two picks for my brow pens. Firstly, let's talk about the long-lasting Glossier. This is the Brow Flick. I do not know why this took me so long to pick up, but I heard Kathleen Lights talk about it, and she said that this will last you through rain, sleet, snow, hail, and that is so true. This stuff does not move. So if you are a person that shaves half the brow off so that you can get a different tail, I really feel like you're gonna like this. But it's not super pigmented. This has a bit of a transparency to it, so it's a little bit more forgiving if you're a beginner and you want to just like fill in the strokes of the meat of your brow hair very gingerly. I would just recommend clearing the kind of canvas in that area. Don't put any moisturizer in that area, no foundation, and put this on first. Like, make this the first step in your routine. The second pick that I have for my brow pen, this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pen in the color medium brown. This stuff is bold. So if you want a very bold, defined brow, definitely check this out. The only gripe that I have with this is that it is a bit of a more runny consistency, specifically when you tilt the pen. Like, you're gonna have to tilt the pen to put it on your brows. When you tilt the pen and you draw on, you're gonna see that it's runny, it's liquidy, and it needs a few strokes on the back of the hand to get all that excess runniness out before you can actually use this on your brows. Otherwise, it's going to be a mess, and that has definitely happened to me before. I'll just have to go in with a Q-tip, which is another extra step that no one wants to do. But essentially this, guys, if you're like stuck between the two, this is good for your long-lasting, defined, but still light brows. And then this is good for your very defined, very bold brows. You just have to go in with a light hand. As far as brow gels, I also have two picks. The 𝒸𝒾𝒁𝓁 Major Brow Lamination Gel, I have repurchased this maybe 6 times. It's a little bit more on the pricey side, but the reason that I love this is because it does a really, really good job of combing through each individual hair. So if you're looking for that laminated, slicked look, it works well for that. If you're over that look and actually you just want a gel that is not gonna flake, not gonna budge, not gonna leave those like white crusties, and it's gonna leave your hair in place all day, this is the one. Specifically, I like to brush these front of my hairs up and these out to the side, and this keeps it like that all day, especially when I am kind of manipulating the edges of my brow hair and want to make sure that they connect to the tail end that I'm drawing on my face. This is a really, really good option. I received this Kosas Brow Gel as a gift And I would say this is like totally the opposite. It doesn't flake, which is amazing, but it does not hold your brow hair. And I think that's the thing, is that there are so many brow gels out there, and a lot of them just like do not hold, do not do the job. I'm not even sure what they are doing. I love Kosas as a brand, but I just didn't see that this product hit for me that well. And there's a lot of brow gels out there that just like don't work. I think Maybelline has one also that doesn't do the trick. It's definitely hard to find a brow gel that actually holds the brows in place. I've heard really good things about the Ardell one as well. That's almost like lash glue, but for the brows. So there are options out there, but if you're looking for hold, the 𝒸𝒾𝓁𝓈 is amazing. The second product that I'm absolutely obsessed with, I don't know what this is called. I'll put the name up here because the label rubbed off, but this is a Maybelline product, so this is going to be a little bit more affordable. This has a tint to it. This will take every single hair and coat it, so you really want to go in and wipe your brush off. But what I mean to say is that like you don't even need to go in with a pencil if you just want a one-step brow routine. This will coat every single hair, and not only will it give and add pigment, but it will lay the brows exactly where you put them, and it is very, very hard to remove this once it's on. I need to use waterproof makeup remover in order for this to come off. So if you're going swimming, if it's gonna be a hot day, if you are planning on getting wet, I don't know. If you are going through a day that is going to be active, this is a perfect 2-in-1 color plus hold through a meteor shower extreme long wear. This stuff will last forever. They have many, many different colors to choose from, drugstore price. You really can't go wrong. And speaking of removing all of this at the end of the day, there are a couple products that I've talked about here that is really difficult to remove. So I am obsessed with the Vanilla & Co. This is the Clean It Zero Original Cleansing Balm. This has been around for ages, but the thing that I like about this is it removes every last fiber of makeup from my brows. What I found with makeup wipes is that I would use it and have to go over the same spot many, many times, and then I'd be pulling my brow hair out, which is like not what we want. We want to preserve the brow hair. So this makes it easy to remove not only my brow hair, makeup and pens and pomades and gels at the end of the day, but it also is perfect for that waterproof mascara and basically just like all over my face. So I will go through a pass of this and then actual cleanser at the end of the day, and it really does the trick. The first step in my routine whenever I'm doing my brows is to take a pass at my brows with a straight razor. I love these razors. You can get in really, really close to each individual hair without threading or waxing or plucking. I try to stay away from any kind of like removal methods because you never know, styles change. You might want that brow hair back in the future, and I don't want to commit to any single kind of shape. So I like to go in over top of my brows to clean up the hairs there, definitely underneath, and I do the tail as well because I like to draw in my own tail just to give myself a little bit more control. I make sure to cover my eyelashes because they're pretty long, and I cover my eye to protect it as well. I have these lying around everywhere. I have them in my purse, I have them in my makeup bag, I have them in my bathroom, in my car. You never know when you're gonna find a little straggler, so these are amazing and they're inexpensive as well. I'll link everything that I'm talking about down below. Those are my top products that I'm loving so far this year. I hope this has been helpful, and I will see you guys in the next one.